So when I bought these wheels, I bought them at 9.5 squared, and a lot of the lips and barrels were kind of fucked up. So what I did is I gave it to my buddies at Stay Gold, and they have a guy that straightens out wheels. So you can see on the back of this, there's a little burn spot right here. So they have this machine. Essentially, it's a lathe that holds it, and they have a roller that pushes up on all these edges. So I had 2 of the lips and barrels straightened because I'm going to use these up front. They're 9.5 plus 12, I want to say, or plus 16. And then we're just going to order 2 new lips for the back and make them an inch wider. So today actually turned into a wheel day. My girlfriend's cleaning up and detailing hers.
It smells so fucking bad.
Cleaning wheels in January when it's 20 degrees outside, but there are some pretty custom style 5s converted to 18s, and they were on that. So what are those? My mittens. What are those?
Yeah, don't. Ladies. Don't
Did you
have
break
long
that
nails.
doing this? Show the fam.
I broke that taking my wheel off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Show us the gloves. Little hedgies.
Work gloves. You know?
Work hedges. So I bought these things probably 6 months ago, and they're not very common. They were actually converted, and I mean they were a little dusted. The lips and the barrels were all kind of fucked up. So we're gonna keep these. We straighten these and the barrels, and then I'm just gonna buy new lips for the other set. The barrels are pretty good, but those are what's sitting over there. So these are Italian wheels, Mille Miglias, and they were converted to 3-piece, and it's such a classic 5-spoke design. They're a little weird. They're probably not for everybody. They definitely have like this directional concave to it, but I think they look really classy, and I think they're going to look really good on here. So we're going to pop these on just to kind of see what it looks like, and these are going to both be for the fronts. I need to put one in the back because I do want to order an inch wider lip for the rears, and we got to see if it's going to hit the strut in the back or not. So for the time being, until I separate the wheels and we get them powder coated, we're just waiting for a solution for the bigger oven. These will be sitting on here so I can stare at my drinks. But I'm thinking silver. I'm big on not having black. Black looks ugly to me. So either silver or white, but I think I'm just going to go with silver just to give it that OEM look. I actually had all these bolts refinished at my job. They kind of just got tumbled. You can't really see anything. So we're going to polish up the lips, run silver faces, and call it a day. Me. Dude, these things are gonna look so fucking hot. I don't care. I don't care. Silver, polished lips on the blue. You don't gotta overdo it. Black faces is not the wave. Stop painting your faces black. Gunmetal, decent, okay? Little touch, sure. Little gray, whatever. Stop with the fucking black. Silver, white, polish, chrome. I don't care. Even the red. You know, maybe I just have different taste. Not a fan of red. If it's on a black car with red seats and red tails and that's all it is, and it's maybe, you know, like some red, sure. But chill. Maybe that's just a biased opinion. I don't know. But not look. Stop it. These look so good. The fitment's good. Look at that. Look at that. They were fucking made for this car. That's without a spacer in the front too, so I'm hyped. There was, when I test fit in the back, there was a 15 or a 20 mil spacer, I think. So that's why we're gonna, you know, rebuild the rears, make them a little bit wider. Want to say an inch, but let's test fit the rears and then we'll go from there. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if it rubs. I have years before this touches anything, so probably have about another 6 inches before it hits the shock. So if you see, I still don't understand why people do black, but it needs to come out a lot. So I think about another inch. I'm gonna tape measure, I'll see. I don't know if I want to run it square or not. Maybe if I made it square and took all the camber out, but definitely needs either a spacer or a wider lip. So because the other lips are a little fucked up, I think we're just gonna order new lips. It's gonna look nice. So tell everyone the story on these wheels, because you got an insane deal on them, and I still can't believe it.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm still kind of in awe of the fact that they're mine now for what I paid for them. I ended up picking them up for a little less than $1,000, and just turned out the guy who had them before me had no idea what he had.
No, you're being
Evident
super
of
humble
the-
about it. But
Well, I mean, it's also too evident the fact that he decided to plasti dip these.
yeah.
So
Yeah. So, being in Connecticut, you have like 3 different sections. You have people from Greenwich that have more money than they know what to do with. You have people in hood areas that, we definitely have our spots in the ghetto. And then if you go anything north of like the 84 border, some of the northern towns that border Massachusetts and Rhode Island, it's just sticks everywhere. So these popped up on Marketplace for probably a couple hours, and he's definitely a hoarder for Marketplace. And this kid had him up for a little over $1,000. And I mean,
talked him down. He was like, hey, whatever, got a bunch of work I got to put into them, and ended up picking them up for, like I said, a little less than $1,000.
yeah. Well, shouts out to the kid.
Yeah,
So.
no, it
Thanks
worked
for.
out. I mean, he ended up getting these in a trade. Didn't like them, apparently. He said they were too nice for him, and I ended up picking them up.
Hell
so,
yeah.
Thanks for having those, not be too nice for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So they definitely need some love. Like you said, there's some powder coating issues here, or plasti dip, or whatever the kid ended up using. And he's a big fan of all polish. So I think, is that the route you want to go with them?
Yeah.
All polish
I think
everything?
That's about it. The only other thing I got to do is buy a lip for the other, or one of them.
Yeah, so
That was it.
over here, he has the full set. The other 2 are upstairs, but this one definitely, I think this was the turning point for that kid. After he smashed this or hit whatever he hit, he was like,
He said he took them off his car and he left them sitting in a corner in his garage for 4 years. So when I picked these up, they were covered in cobwebs.
Yeah,
There's
you can see
barnacles on the back of.
oh my god, this needs a deep clean. I'm
Yeah,
almost
I mean,
curious
Just trying.
what that stuff that Michaela's using is gonna. I think it'll clean up fucking awesome. But yeah, it definitely it's not flat no more. So I don't know. If anybody knows anything about these wheels, you know how valuable these are. You know how rare these are, hard to come by. And we're also kind of curious. I don't know if you ever found out the answer, but there's 2 different styles to Braytons. There's this where it has the whole flat look, and then there's another one where,
And it's like concave.
yeah, this is seated in. It's almost recessed into here. So I don't know if there's 2 different versions, or maybe they were based off of years. I'm not 100% sure. Anybody that knows, feel free, put it in the comments. But I'm super stoked. All of us are going to have 3-piece wheels this year. So we have the Braytons here, and then mine down here. I don't care. These aren't as rare as Braytons, but if you try doing any bit of research on these online, you won't find another pair of these. You won't find another set of these. I don't know. I'm just hyped. I like the classic 5-spoke design, and then I don't know. My girlfriend having the Style 5s on hers. This is going to be a nice year. So after we get our things situated, hopefully everything's done by the spring. As this goes, if you remember, we had to change out this timing cover. Well, I say we, but he has to change out this timing cover.
And if anybody ever has to go through this, just don't. Just quit. Throw the motor away. It's not fucking worth it.
No, just do the head work while you're there too. I mean, we did a little bit of research, and our friends down at Stay Gold Mead, he had to do this once, and he gave a little bit of insight. But I guess there's a screw here, a screw back here, and another screw right here. My JZ does not even connect to the head. It just connects directly to the block. So if you want this timing cover to come off, which apparently these little bolt ears are known to crack and it's going to leak like this one is, If you want to take this cover off, you have to take these screws out. And apparently all 3 of these are notorious for stripping out on the inside. So when he did the cover, he immediately had to helicoil all 3 of those holes. And if you know anything about what's going on here, you're gonna know how frustrating it is to get that off. So it's not just a peel the cover off, replace the cover. It looks like we have to take the Vanos and the cams out, which is miserable. Nice.
Hell yeah.
So let me get a light here, just so you have an idea. There's a screw down in there. Another one right here, directly under the Vanos. Then another one over here, and unfortunately, they're impossible to get to. They're inverted Torx bits, or E-bits, so it makes it even harder to get to. But BMW, come on! Come on!
I think it's an E8.
If you look at mine, and I was kind of surprised because when we had this problem, I came over here to look. I have a timing cover here, and that obviously holds my front main seal. And you can see it doesn't even connect to the head. God, I have shaky hands. I think I'm getting disease. But it doesn't even connect to the head, so there's no issue. I don't understand it, but you know, Japanese people definitely did and built their cars better. You're not going to change my mind. Japanese cars are always better, at least logically. You know, BMWs, Audis, whatever. They have beautiful interiors. They're great at overcomplicating things, but you're never going to change my mind. Japanese people do it better. What are you doing?
Cold.
You ran out of propane and now she's sad. Want to go get food?